Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of our 5-day Consciousness for Business Challenge. So today's topic is kind of controversial, and the topic, of course, is money. And what I want to share with you is the concept that money is love. And I also want to share with you 5 different kinds of emotions that can be paired, that can be tied right down to the 5 different kinds of money. And then an awareness process to see where your story is right now. Day 1's healing meditation was all about setting up an energetic boundary around the value that you hold for your products and services. That's a really good third chakra identity, and that meditation is really good to help anchor that in so that you believe that. And when you believe that really fully, and it's in the forefront of your mind, it's so much easier to speak about what you do in front of people. And when you hold that value for your services and you know the benefits that they're going to get, then you'll have a lot easier time holding your space, holding your ground, and asking for the sale and getting paid what you're truly worth. And then day 2, we talked about the concept of giving and receiving are equally important, and how giving and receiving can be viewed as this one breath of abundance where you give with love and joy and gratitude, and you receive back their gratitude, their love, their joy. So it becomes an upwardly spiral of abundance, and that's what we really want. And then today's topic, all about money, will help you continue to be able to give and receive in that one breath of abundance. You can't trade, you can't barter and impact a lot more people. You are going to have to be able to start receiving money. In my case, money was my biggest block. Actually, it turns out to be self-love was my biggest block, but money was how it was presented. And because of that, I've taken many courses on money, abundance, success, reward, more money, more abundance. And I've really got a lot of wisdom about what's behind the energy of money. What are the emotions? What's the driving force? And what gets in the way of things? So, with that in mind, I want to share with you this very amazing book. It's called Money is Love, and it's by Barbara Wilder. And she's a well-known expert in the metaphysical world, the transformational world. She's a teacher of the light for decades. And this little tiny book is so cool. It's got everything that I could say in this video written down for you, complete with processes and mantras and meditations to help you raise your vibration so that you can view money as the sacred exchange of love. And in her book, what Barbara Wilder does is she shows you, she traces back through history, through time, to the ancient times when people actually believed that gold was part of the sun, because the sun came down and blessed our crops and produced food. And food was money way back then. Food was nurturing way back then. When you embrace the concept of money like that in the light, then it becomes easy to bring money into that equation of giving and receiving from a place of love and abundance. So that's the resource, and that's your homework. That's what you really need to buy that book, borrow that book, get it on Kindle, whatever you have to do, get that book. It's just a really, really great book. Before we go on to the awareness processes, I wanted to share with you the emotions that are attached to the 5 categories of money. So the 5 categories that I'm talking about are income, savings, debt, and then large income goals, like what you're doing now is you're wanting to make a bigger impact with your business. And along with that, a nicer income, right? And then the 5th category is a little nebulous, but it's called toxic money. So when we talk about income, Income, the emotions related to income, the money category called income is, of course, self-worth. It's the belief that you have in yourself that you're worthy of X number of dollars, or that your product or service is worthy of X number of dollars. And then category 2 is savings. So typically people have savings to hold you through a difficult time, typically 3, 6 months, some people do a year of savings to carry them through hard times. And so that what that ties back into is savings is a representation of how safe you feel in the world. How grounded are you? How safe do you feel? How comfortable are you with your job, with your business? And right now, during these troubling times, I'm sure a lot of us are feeling not very safe around the concept of money. The third category is debt. And took me a long time to really embrace this. But the debt I'm talking about is the debt that you can't pay off, the debt that just doesn't go away. Not really talking about investment debt, like when you're on an education or a home, something that you're going to invest in and use it as a place to enrich, to grow, to prosper from or with or by, right? But consumer debt, the debt that just keeps coming back even when you pay it off, the emotion rooted in that is not pride, it's not growth, it's not joy, it's shame. And the shame often stems from a financial trauma. For me, I did have a couple of financial traumas, but when I traced my shame back, it was back to family paradigm that just by being me and my family, my place was to carry the shame for everyone. So if you're having a lot of debt in your life and you haven't had any financial traumas, or you've had financial traumas, that's where your work is to come to peace with your financial traumas and to come to peace with how you feel about yourself within your family. The next category is large income goals. So right now, you're poised and ready to make a bigger difference with your business, right? You want to impact more people. And as you impact more people, they're going to want to pay you. And you can only barter in exchange so much. You still need money to pay your bills. And so you're going to need to be able to receive this thing called money. But when we set a larger income goal from where we are now, and I'm not talking like $1 million away from where we are, I'm talking 50%, 100%, maybe even 200% from where you are now, something that in your mind's eye is achievable. Once you go after that goal, even though your happy brain is going, yay, I get to have this is going to make me feel X, Y, and Z, right? Your lower self, the part of you that has where your wisdom is, where your inner skeptic lays, is going to start chopping off like, well, I have to work too hard. No one in my family's ever done that. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what it feels like to have that money. Those kinds of skeptical things come up when you set a big goal outside of where you are now. Those are the kinds of emotions that gets attached to that category of money. And then the last category of money is what we call toxic money. And toxic money is kind of insidious. It's where money is attached to control of some type. And the control is overbearing, is overpowering. It does not embrace you, does not support you. It's do this or you're cut off. And it can be just receiving money from your parents, from an inheritance, or maybe you have a partner that has some very rigid rules about money and you're right to have them or not, right? So that's the fifth category of toxic money. So I shared with you those categories of money just to give you a kind of a concept of what's involved when you're really trying to clean up your money story. And the truth is, we don't consciously choose our money story until we sit down and make the decision to do so. The money story that we have now eerily is similar to our family paradigm, to how our parents viewed money when we were growing up. And to illustrate that point, I have an awareness process for you. So let's get going on that. Carve out some quiet, uninterrupted time for yourself and get comfortable with a journal and a pen. So taking 3 or 4 deep breaths, really feel your feet on the floor, set your sit bones on your chair, and in your mind's eye, picture yourself around the age of 6 or 7. Taking a nice deep breath and let your mind fill in the details of that picture. Get to the point where you can see what you're actually wearing. And you may worry if you're making up the picture or you're remembering a photograph. That doesn't matter. It's okay. The point is to have your subconscious paint you a detailed picture of yourself as a child. Now, the next step is to go ahead and paint your pictures into the image. Picture them talking about or dealing with money or bills. See the whole picture. Notice their feelings. Notice their stance. Notice what has to happen in order for your family to have money. And answer these questions. Was there worry, anxiety, or any traumas related to money that happened in your childhood? Did a parent lose a job, or did you have a comfortable lifestyle until something painful happened to change it? Was there a big betrayal centered on money? Was there one parent excessive with money, like with overspending, over saving, like being a miser, being very frugal? Or was there someone in your family who refused to earn money? Was there never enough money? Was it paycheck to paycheck living and you had to scrimp and save at the end of the month? Or was there always plenty of money in your childhood, but also tremendous family pressure designed to control you, to be sure that you did what they wanted, or else you were cut off from money? Did your parents never talk about money, so you thought it was a taboo subject, and you learned nothing about money, how to manage it, how to make it, how to grow it? You just kind of floundered. Or did you hear things like, you'll be who you say will be, or just marry well, you don't have to go to college? That kind of happened in my house. When my brother went to go pick out a college, it was all about, because he was an engineer, it was all about the best engineering colleges around. And then when it was time for me, and I was second in line to pick out a college, it was all about, well, there's a lot of men in this college, and they're going to be engineers. They'll be able to provide for you. Well, why don't you go to that college? And it was really confusing to me. But if something like that happened in your world, go ahead and write that down. 2 more questions. Do you remember witnessing arguments or anger related to money? Do you remember feeling like you were a financial burden for them? So remember, pause this video if you need time to answer these questions. It's so incredibly important to really boost your awareness around how your family viewed money, and how you fit in with how you could make money, save money, have money, do money. Because the consciousness of your childhood, when you answer these questions and look back, will really surprise you as you're living as an adult today. So once you're done, I want you to really review all the feelings and the experiences from your family, from your childhood, and ask yourself, how is my money story of today similar or different than the money story of my childhood? Really notice all the feelings, all the habits, all the phrases about money and success that were said, that were implied, that were passionate about in your childhood. Write down all the instances that supported you, and then also write down the ones that didn't. If your money story has any negative beliefs or traumas within it, it can create unbelievable amounts of chaos and complications with how you deal, how you earn, how you spend, how you manage money in your life. And if that's the case, you're going to heal your history. So here's a start to begin healing your money story on your own. Take out a sheet of paper and draw a line down the middle of it, right? So on this side of the paper, you're going to write down everything that's negative, all your negative beliefs of what you didn't like about money, or was there anger around money, or was paycheck to paycheck living. And then directly opposite each line item, you're going to write something that is a form of the positive of that. Like if your family lived a paycheck living, the opposite could be something like, I'm open to creating an income stream that allows me to live well below my means. So go ahead and do that polarity exercise. And once you've got a good page of them, then take the positive clarity that you've just brought to your awareness, and in your mind's eye, bring the vision of you making this bigger impact with your business and bringing home that income. And in your mind's eye, do your best to attach the feelings and emotions that you're having to this income, and then come up with a symbol. So the symbol is this new level of income that you truly want, right? And attached to it are the positive, feel good emotions. And that's when you just burst from this polarity exercise. And then you can use that in meditation to really focus on and build the feelings of joy, of abundance, of giving, of receiving, of love, related to money, success, and your business. When you have a symbol like that to bring into your meditations, it becomes so much easier to really use the law of attraction to raise the vibration around your symbol and manifest more feel good money in your life. Before I release and let you take advantage of today's healing meditation around money, I want you to make the commitment to become super mindful about how you feel about money, and use the awareness processes from everyday spending. Use the awareness processes from the book Money is Love. Use the awareness processes from the meditation that you're about to go listen to. And keep track of all the resistances so that they can bubble up. Because now they've bubbled up to the surface, you know they no longer serve you, and then you can choose to let them go. And if you know how to let them go, go ahead and do that. And if you don't, good news is tomorrow's meditation is all about a simple way to process negative emotions into the light. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and see you in day 4 of our 5-day Consciousness for Business Challenge. Take care.